Hi everyone and welcome to Sean and Stef Behind the Scenes, a channel where we talk about everything Sean and Stef. From tutorials to tips and tricks, we give you a sneak peek behind the curtain of our travel show, Sean and Stef. Today I'm going to show you one of our most requested tutorials, how do I make these hair buns? Are you ready? Let's go. Alright, before we get started, let me introduce myself. I am Stef from the YouTube channel Sean and Stef. If you are not familiar with our YouTube channel, go ahead and check the links down there in the description. You can join Sean and myself as we travel the globe via our favorite form of transport, cruise ships. I mean, what better way to see the world than with your hotel room floating right along with you? Definitely check out our channel if you're interested. Alright, back to the hair tutorial. These buns are not that difficult. It's basically two messy buns instead of one messy bun that's really popular. All right, so let's talk about how do we create these buns? How do we create this? Well, the first thing you're gonna need is a couple of things. You're gonna need a brush. I use a brush called Wet Brush Pro. I use it because I have very fine hair, so it's very, very nice for me, but any brush will work. I also use hairspray, and I use a hairspray called Kenra 25 volume spray. What I really like about Kenra is that it comes in a travel size, so this is what I take on the cruise ships. This is what I use at the house. Very nice, love that. The other thing that you will need are scrunchies, and they're just ponytail holders. I use the elastics that are like safe for your hair because my hair's fine, so it will make my hair fall out if my hair will break. So I love these. You need two of these, and you also need bobby pins right here. And I usually have a ton of these with me because I usually lose them. They usually fall on the floor. They're always gone. So bobby pins and your scrunchies are your main two things to hold your buns in place. And the only other thing that I use for my hair is I use a hair serum, and I use this called GK Hair Taming System Serum. It's not necessary for hair buns, but I do use it to make my hair a little bit sleeker and shinier, and it kind of tames my hair down. So that's just part of my thing. Again, not necessary, but it is part of my hair routine, so that's what I use. Okay, let's move on to the tutorial. The very first thing I do is I'm going to part my hair. My part is a little off center naturally, so I just go with that. I try not to fight my hair because it will definitely fight back, so I just part it how it goes and it just sort of lays flat. Sometimes I even have to get Sean to help me in the back because it gets kind of crazy, but give your hair a part and you're good to start. Now, once my hair is parted, I simply take one of the scrunchies and pull my hair back on one side into a ponytail. I usually just do a low ponytail, but I make sure I get all the hair in there. Now switching over to the other side, all I do is take my brush and pull up all my hair into a high ponytail. I have a lot of flyaways in my back that always fall down, but I try to make it as tight as possible. Again, when you put in the ponytail holder, it's not going to stay very tight. So this part I try to make it really, really tight because it's all going to fall out a little bit. Now, once I have all the hair in a ponytail, I take my scrunchie and I wrap the scrunchie around my hair 3 times. And with each of these pull-throughs, I do not bring my hair all the way through the scrunchie. So I'm trying to make a bun so sort of pile in the middle. So I just sort of pull it through a little halfway, twist the scrunchie, then pull it again, twist the scrunchie, and then pull it again. So on my third wrap, I just leave it alone. It just sits there. It kind of looks like Bam Bam from Flintstones. It just kind of sticks straight up. And it looks kind of funky and crazy, but when it does that, it looks good. Now, I'm going to pause here really fast. If you pull too much hair through, which I always do all the time, all I'm going to do is I'm going to simply take my hair down and repeat it from the beginning. It's kind of frustrating. This is where I was talking about my hair fighting back. Sometimes I can do it 5, 6, 7 times, trying to get it right. So if you have too much hair that you pull through on accident, just take it out again and start again and repeat. All right, so continuing on my little hair spurt sticking up there, now is the time when you will need bobby pins. I take the 2 ends of my bun and I pull them down kind of like a slinky. And I start securing the sides with the bobby pins. There is no magic number of bobby pins that you need. Sometimes I will use 10, sometimes I will use 5, sometimes I will even put as many as 20 or 30 in on one side. Those are the times when I probably should have started over and I didn't, and I just was like, no, I'm just not going to do that again. So there is no magic number. Use the bobby pins as much as you need. There are times where my head hurts. It's so heavy because I have so many bobby pins in, but again, you can start over or you can just fight with it and just get everything in place. Bobby pins are like magic for me. They're just like magical. Now, once your bobby pins are in place and you kind of like your sort of your placement of your hair in the buns, then you start hairspraying. Sometimes I will hairspray as I'm bobby pinning, depending on how I want my, like the rainbow-esque part of my hair bun to be. But I just start hairspraying it in place and it just sort of sticks. I usually hairspray the back as well because it'll fly away and all that stuff. So hairspray is also your friend after bobby pins. So bobby pins are my number one friend, and then hairspray is my number two. So now that your bobby pins are in place, your hair's all sprayed down, you are ready to rock the buns. Super, super easy. It's really not hard. Sometimes it takes a little practice to get not pulling your hair through so much, but it really is easy. Once you do it a bunch of times, it just becomes easier and easier and easier. So that's it, guys. A little tutorial on how I do my buns as we travel around the world. They're really, really easy. They're super cute. I love them. I love how they stay all day. I mean, they're like my favorite hairstyle that I do, as you can see in all of our videos. If you liked today's episode, give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you share with your friends. And if you have not, subscribe below. Make sure you subscribe for the next tutorial. Again, until the next tutorial, I'm Steph from Sean and Stef IRL. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.